My whole body, I didn't recognize myself. There was a feeling like you didn't want to complain about that because you were alive. And if this was going to be the new me, well, then I guess I just needed to accept it. But there was a part of me that was missing, and I knew I wanted to find that. The day I found out I had breast cancer was February 13th, 2015. I was diagnosed with invasive ductal carcinoma in my right breast, and after hearing about my options, I decided to go with a bilateral mastectomy. During that surgery, they also checked the lymph nodes, the sentinel node, and that kind of changed the whole path of everything because I was positive. I went through 8 rounds of chemotherapy every 2 weeks, and followed up by 33 treatments of radiation at Renown. My radiation team of people, they were like my family. Dr. Sutton, my radiation oncologist, I could just ask her anything, and I felt really loved and really cared for. The last time I saw my radiation oncologist, she gave me the year. I can see her again in a year. I was always an athletic and energized person, and I just refer to it as it kind of broke me. I was so tired. The medication following radiation, a side effect is weight gain. I spent a lot of time at home. I stayed home, and I didn't go to the gym. I think my daughter went with me to after the first treatment. I had cut it really short because I knew it was gonna be coming out, and then after about the second treatment, it was just coming out in clumps in the shower, and that was really hard to take. So she went with me with a friend of hers from high school, and on the day that I had my hairdresser shave my head, and that was a powerful thing. It was hard for me. There were a lot of tears. All these women were strangers. I wasn't sure I could go through with it. I thought, I don't want to be sick anymore. There's people here in all different phases of treatment. The workouts, they gradually went from about 2 days a week to 4 days a week with all of us, the whole group, for the weight training. And then the cardio, we pretty much had to do on our own. Usually it was the 3 of us. We called ourselves the triangle. And we would schedule our time to say, hey, let's do the G. And it stood for, we've got this. And the first couple times we did it, we were just huffing and puffing, so out of breath. I was a dancer from the time I was a very little girl. I danced all the way through college. It made me angry sometimes that okay, breast cancer has taken my breasts, it's now taken my feet. Last 4 treatments were called Taxol, and a side effect of the Taxol for some people is neuropathy. It is a numbness and a tingling in the tips of your fingers and your feet. In the 6 months, it got a lot better, but just even in my tennis shoes, to have to get up on and have my feet not actually in contact with the floor was a challenge for me. It basically was 6 small meals a day, very regimented. Worst part was just eating so much fish. I lost a total of 40 pounds from the time I started. The bikini is the teeniest part of this journey. It is gigantic. Everything else about it is gigantic compared to that teeny bikini. And we were happy to put them on by the time we were done. We'd come through a process that just changed us all emotionally and physically. On the final day, 202 days later, we had to write a letter and share it with our group. There is so much with cancer that is out of our control, but also upon recovering and healing, once again, a great deal we can control. It's a very powerful feeling to be in charge of getting back some of what cancer took, both physically and emotionally. The bond that was created with these women does not end here. You will forever be connected with your B2B breast friends, along with your breast cancer angels, who kept you all focused, on track, and encouraged. You have seen each other's scars, and in spite of them, have focused on the strength and beauty that radiates beyond them. So in closing, what did the B2B journey mean to you? It was the final piece of your breast cancer jigsaw puzzle that was missing and now has been found. Stand tall and be proud of yourself, Thonet. When you walk across that stage to represent your journey, you're back.